Hi there, welcome to today's episode. It's just me today on my own, no guests with me, which feels a bit strange because I've been doing lots of recording over the past few weeks with so many different guests talking about a wide range of different topics, and I'm really looking forward to bringing those to you over the next few weeks and into the beginning of next year. But today it's just me on my own, and I've got a great topic for you, one that I really think is going to resonate with you and help you to have that penny drop moment about why you should be taking care of your health and taking better care of yourself right now. So on the back of today's podcast, I'm really hoping that you're going to get intentional and think about the new steps you can take to begin creating some new habits to feel healthier now, because that's what we're all about. So today I'm going to be chatting about what health has to do with your confidence, success and happiness. That's right, because health is linked to those three things. Health is very much a part of your happiness, and science is proving that health and happiness are intrinsically linked, with one impacting the other and the opposite way around as well. So we'll come on to that a little bit more. But just to kick off, I've got a question for you that I want you to think about, to get clear in your mind about how much of a priority your health is with you at the moment. Okay, so between 1 and 10, I want you to give yourself a score, with 10 being you absolutely value your health. You're always making sure that you put your health and well-being at the top of your list, because you know the impact it has on every part of your life. 1, at the bottom end of the scale, is where you just don't give it a thought. There's so many more important things to think about and do. You really don't think about your health at all. Not even in terms of, I should do something about it. It's just not part of your thought process whatsoever. So give yourself that score between 1 and 10. And I want you to keep that in mind as I talk to you today. And we're going to come back to this later in the episode. Okay. So to kick off, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what healthy is and why does it matter, just so you're really clear on health. And then we're going to go into what it has to do with you feeling confident and happy and feeling that you're successful. So when we talk about health and wellness, it's about your physical, mental and emotional health and how good your well-being is. It's the level of happiness and life satisfaction and the quality of life that you feel every single day. Okay? And it's really hard to feel good about yourself when you're not being healthy. Maybe, you're abusing your mind and body. You don't have very many healthy habits in place, and the way that you're living your life is being quite disrespectful and possibly harming to your mind and body. And when I'm talking about health and well-being at all times, I'm talking about your mind and body, because it isn't just a physical thing. As I've just said, being healthy is about physical, mental and emotional health. Sometimes other aspects are brought in, like social, environmental, financial, but they're the main three. That's what we really focus on when we're talking about health and well-being. Now, you can impact your health and well-being in so many different ways. And most of the things that you can do will impact both. They'll impact your health and your well-being, because the two are very intrinsically linked. So when you improve your health, you're going to also improve your well-being. Improving your well-being will also improve your health, and this has been proven. Likewise, a person's mental health can positively or negatively impact their physical health, and vice versa. So imagine, yourself, your whole being, and everything that affects how you feel has that ripple effect into things that happen physically in your body, things that happen mentally in your body, emotionally as well, okay? And the way that you feel also comes back to how well you feel. So, if you aren't feeling good physically, say you've got some pains in your stomach, your gut, you're really struggling with that, that's going to mean that you're probably going to feel pretty crappy. You're not going to feel in the best of moods. You might be struggling with your focus, with your energy, and just feeling generally a bit sluggish and perhaps even a little bit down and fed up. So you wouldn't at that point describe yourself as having a great level of well-being. You might say, well, yeah, I've got a good relationship and I've got a safe, home to live in and secure and so on, but I just don't really feel that happy. I'm just struggling at the moment. Whereas if you didn't have those things going on with your stomach and your gut, and you had all of those other things in your life great, then you might say, actually, I feel pretty good. I'm feeling great. My health is strong. I've got some great things going on around me that helps me to feel well. And that's how it works. They all support and do impact negatively each other. And that's the key call out I really want to make and want you to understand, is that your health, well-being and happiness are all completely linked, with each one directly impacting the other. So when you feel healthy, happy and strong, you're going to value yourself more and take better care of yourself. You're going to want to make sure that you're investing in yourself in the right way to give you the energy, the motivation and focus you need to achieve the goals in life as you want to live it. And when you feel like your life is a great one, you'll value yourself and know how important it is that you maintain good health and well-being so you can continue to live in this way, that way that you want to live. So when you know that you matter and value yourself, you take care of yourself. And you can say that it's important you put your own oxygen mask on first before you help others. Because when you feel your best, that's when you can give more and be more of a support to those around you, whether that's your kids or your partner or your work colleagues or your extended family or friend network. When you invest in your health by taking care of yourself, that's going to mean you'll have habits and routines that are contributing to you feeling good each day. And it's these type of habits that have an impact on those areas of your physical, mental and emotional health. This is what helps to increase your feeling of self-worth, belief, love even, really like yourself and your self-confidence. Now, when you feel more confident, you have trust in yourself and your ability. And you believe that you're capable of achieving the things you'd like for yourself in your life. You believe that you can give it a go, that you're someone who, has the skills and the knowledge or the know-how to find a way to make them happen. And you get clear on what it is you need to do. And then you begin to take intentional steps forward towards whatever those goals or things you might want to achieve are. So the way you're living now, explain everything I've just said there about valuing yourself and taking action to do the things that you want to achieve in your life and having the belief and confidence in yourself and trusting yourself to do those things. So when you're living in that way, it starts to feel as though you're really in alignment with your values and the person you want to be. And this feels good, probably actually feels great. Now, it doesn't mean everything is perfect and some things don't feel hard because it's life. We all encounter this type of stuff. But the difference is now, because you value yourself more and are in control and intentional about how you live, you can navigate and work through these problems so much easier and with less impact to your health than you might have previously. Because you've got more resilience and that self-belief comes through and it helps you to manage problems, obstacles, issues in a much better way than what you would have. You're able to manage them without as much stress to yourself. That's a huge thing when you are living in this way of being in line with your values. And what this leads to is you feeling happy because you live in the way that you want to live even if there's still lots of things that you are yet to achieve and, problems that you're working through, the key is that you know what you want and you're creating the means to make that happen. So you're living intentionally in a way that you want to, and that feels good. That, you know that you're taking care of yourself. You know that you're taking the right steps to move forward and you're enjoying those steps. Now, all of this starts to really teach and show you that happiness is yours to feel every day. It's not about the big things you want to achieve and that you keep waiting to finally get to feel happy. You realise that it's not about having things, the tangible stuff that you've probably been pinning your happiness on having. It's about so much more. It's about choosing how you live and making it happen so that you get to feel the joy and pleasure and satisfaction, fulfillment. All of that leads you to feeling successful. And success, when I'm talking about it here, and I want you to really think about this right now, how have you been determining and explaining what success is to yourself? If somebody was to ask you today, are you successful, what would you give them as a response? Because success isn't about the salary that you earn, the amount of savings you've got in your bank account, the size of your house or the type or age of your car even. It's no longer about those things, because the way you're living now, when you're in control and you're in alignment with your values and you're taking intentional steps, and to do all of that, you're taking care of yourself to make it all come together and to feel good. That way of living now leads you to feel successful. Because it's about knowing that you're achieving what you want, whether that's small or big. So this could be something like preparing 5 lunches a week. And you feel so much more energised because of this new healthy habit. You're having a wide range of foods in those lunches. You're prepping, so it's taking less time. And the food you're actually eating is of a much greater nutritional value to what you would have maybe previously grabbed from the local bakers or the work canteen, for example. That could be something so small, but that makes you feel successful because you think, God, I'm doing that. That's something I've put in place because I know that's what I need to do to help me on that road to building really strong health and to being able to go after the things I want to achieve. It could be something like just taking regular time away from your desk, just to pause. Maybe going away to sit and do some meditation or some breathing exercises. Just even stepping away to get yourself a drink or just to move around, not to just stay stuck and getting sucked into the stress that you usually feel. And because of that extra pause and small breaks you're building into your working day, it's having a real positive impact on your overall mood, especially when you gather back in the evening with your family. And so you feel good because of that. You feel successful because you think, I'm much more in control and I'm aware of how I was working and that it wasn't effective and I wasn't putting in place the right boundaries to take care of myself and to know that I'm not just always in this high state of, alertness and stress throughout the day. Success is about what you want to feel and experience in your life. So when you're really clear about the life you want to live, you get intentional about making it happen. And to achieve this, you need to take care of yourself and take action to feel good and aligned to your values every day. It's going to boost your confidence, health, happiness, your overall life satisfaction. The happier you feel, the more you'll value your life and want to make sure you're taking the best care of yourself you can to enjoy as much of your life as possible. You're not going to want to lose this feeling. You want to keep it going. The more confident you feel, the more self-belief you'll have that you can make the changes you want and be willing to give new things a try. Knowing that failure doesn't mean you can't ever do it. It means that you've tried and you've learned something, and you can reflect on that. You can tweak it, think about what to do next differently to get a different outcome, and you're willing to give it a go again and again if that's what it takes. The more successful you measure your life, the more you'll want to keep this going. And it's going to result in you making choices to have these feelings every day. It's what helps to drive your motivation and remain consistent. And this leads to building those sustainable habits and routines that just become very much a part of your life and who you are. So whether it's in your business or in your job or your personal life, I bet you're pretty clear on what you need to do and why you need to do it. You might have a concrete plan, maybe some kind of strategy or 12-month plan or even a 90-day plan to guide you with what you need to do. And you focus on getting this done each day. Alongside this, you're probably throwing yourself into your family and home life and all the other stuff that you have to do on your list. But you're probably feeling like it's just not happening the way you want it to, that you're not getting the result, that you're hustling and striving and pushing so hard to get. So this is where I want you to go back to that score you gave yourself at the beginning of the episode. What did you score between 1 and 10 as to where you prioritise health in your life right now? And I want you to think about that score. What's going on in your life right now that means you scored it as you did? What's holding you back from being a higher score, even 1 point higher? What is it that's happening right now that means you gave yourself the score you did? And are those things that are in the way of your score being higher or even a number 10, are they things that if they were better, you'd be closer, to the results that you want, the way that you want your life to be, the things that you're working so hard to get? So we're thinking about that gap, and we're thinking about what's creating that gap. And we're thinking about, would those things that are causing that gap in your score, if they were different, if they were better, would your life be the one that you're trying to live? Okay, so really think about that. Because the thing is that when you feel healthy and you have good well-being, it really does help you to know your values and intentionally live in alignment with them. It helps you to perform, to be productive and succeed at what you want to achieve. And remember, that's whatever it might be. It might just be that, next week you think, I want to achieve finishing work before 6:30 every night so that I have time to have dinner with the kids or put them to bed, or that, 2 nights of the week I want to have a nice bath and read a book, or whatever it might be. What you want to achieve doesn't need to be that great big thing. It can include that, but you can't and shouldn't be pinning success only on that one ultimate thing. You really have to focus on the full life that you want to live and have that blue sky scenario for your life, or have that big dream goal. That's brilliant. I definitely, advocate and support and encourage people to have a dream and to want to go after that dream, but to also then work backwards from that as to what do you want to achieve now that's going to help you to have that big dream. What is it that's going to make you, for example, at the end of the month, look back and think, this month was a great month? What's going to help you to feel every day that day is worth being alive for? That day is one of the days of your life that you're so pleased to be alive, and that you want to make every day like that. Yes, we're all going to have days that are tougher than others. We're all going to have crap that comes along and really throws us off track. But that doesn't mean that you can't still value yourself and put value onto the life that you live in, and know that you can still feel some happiness that day, and that you can get back on track, that you can feel it again and feel the success that you're creating every day to come soon after that. And when you feel all of those things, said, when you feel healthy, it's creating the confidence, the happiness and the success feelings. But when you feel those things, it comes all the way back round in a circle to your health, because when you feel happy, confident, successful, you're going to take action and intentionally do things to keep those feelings going and to put more back into yourself, because you value yourself and you want to keep those feelings going. And that's where the health picks up again. So you feed into being more healthy, and when you become more healthy, it outputs more confidence and happiness and success. I hope the pennies dropped for you. I hope you can see that whole link between them. Okay. Health is about every part of your life. It's really about knowing how you want to live, and that you're investing your time and energy where you want to go, rather than on things that aren't serving you for who you are, what you want to be, and where you want to go. And really focus on your health span. All of this that I'm talking about is going to help you to have a long life. So we're talking about your lifespan there. But I'm talking more importantly about a health span. That's about living a long life with the best health possible, with the best mental, physical and emotional health possible. Because that's when you'll really enjoy and look back on your life as being one that gave you exactly what it was you wanted to get out of it. And this is the secret to enjoying your life with confidence, success and happiness. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this topic today. It's something I absolutely love talking about. If you're listening and you've got any feedback and you want to reach out, please do. I'm all about helping you to build your self-worth, self-belief, self-confidence and self-love, and knowing that by being healthy, you are going to build all of those things and so much more. So have a great day. Thank you.